Howdy folks, it is your man, Paul Gonzales, coming at you live from Las Vegas, right? It is approximately 8 in the morning. It is kind of hot, it's about 100 degrees already. The daily average is around 110 to 113-ish. Long story short, it's a little bit too hot, but we're doing okay. We're staying out of the heat. It's all gonna be good, right? So what's going on lately? All right, I haven't been able to really post as much on YouTube as I want to do. The entire goal is to archive the experience, to archive the come up, to archive what I'm doing, and then hopefully it'll be inspiration for, some future generations. We'll see what happens, right? But enough about that, what's been going on in the life of Paul Gonzales recently. Very interesting stuff, I guess there's never a time when it's not interesting, it's always interesting, but been pretty cool, I'll take it, some interesting business, this and that. I guess I'll just run through what's going on for the culture style with marketing, and then what's going on in personal Paul Gonzales life, right? So for the culture, we have been doing all of our videos, we've been doing our interviews, building out the team, figuring out our process, heartaches, challenges, successes, woes, all of these sorts of things, right? Howdy there. So we're going through all of these sorts of things, building out the processes. And it's been interesting, and it's been, to be honest, very, very tense, because everybody that's involved in For the Culture has like this incredible passion for what they're doing, and just to name a few, you got Frank Wumbo, life-changing. He's building stuff that is absolutely incredible. He's there daily, constructing things out of his mind, he's building our shelves, he's painting the place. It's passionate, it's nuts. I couldn't do it without him. Nobody could do it without him. Then let's consider Royal Orange, right? The head of all the editorial and the media, and he's the one that helps me actually get a handle on it. The entire For the Culture media thing couldn't be possible without Royal Orange sort of being the Rex from Vegas, Royal Orange, however you know him, being the motor for the vehicle that is For the Culture media, right? So that's going awesome. We have been working with two incredible production companies out here, right? So we've got Circe Productions and we have HME Productions. You can find both of them on Instagram. Just look up HME Productions or Circe Productions, you'll find them. But let me tell you, these guys are absolute killers. And I gotta say, For the Culture, we went a long time without proper photo and video work, that kinds of stuff. And now we've got it, HME and Circe, absolutely incredible work, and by far the best I've worked with in Vegas, right? I've worked with so many people that take photos, videos, these things, and it's not to rag on them. But let me tell you, HME and Circe, they are taking For the Culture and my media ideas, our media ideas, to the very, very next level. And part of that is incredible passion, right? So we've got all this stuff going on, all these people that are so passionate about For the Culture. You can imagine things could get kind of tense, Sometimes we have differences on how we want to go forward with the audio, with the miking, with the video, the angles, who we're going to do, how we're going to drop it, right? And that has been like a really, really, I guess, kind of stressful thing. I don't want to call it stressful, right? It's been stressful as in, something's got to happen. We got to get to the bottom of it. We got to do better. But everybody's been getting fired up. We've been having long conversations, getting to the bottom of what exactly For the Culture is going to look like in the media department. And not even just the media department, right? So we got the media, we've got the merch, and then the media breaks down really into field recordings, and it breaks down into interviews, and it breaks down into written pieces, right? So that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing for the media. That's where we're at, and we've come up with some really, really great ideas to streamline the whole process, to keep us on track, to make sure that the momentum keeps going, right? So we're incredibly excited for that, and I myself am incredibly excited for that, right? That's For the Culture. We made our first run of shirts. We got 3 colors. So we got a purple For the Culture script tee, it goes right here, a teal For the Culture script tee, and then we've got a yellow For the Culture rocket lady tee. It's this lady, she's riding a rocket with FTC under it. It is extremely sick, and let me tell you, the streets are loving it, right? So we're selling a bunch of shirts, and it's really, really exciting to get that much support without even really officially launching it, right? So we made the shirts and they're hanging up in the shop, and it tends to be whenever people come to the shop or whenever anything's going on, people want to share, everybody wants to support for the culture, and that really feels incredible. So we started this a year and a half ago, and I wasn't certain, nobody was certain what it was going to look like, what was going to happen, what the end result is. But as we keep on fleshing it out, making it more and more robust, and some of our ideas come to life, it's working. It's working in a really special way. It's a way that's like warming my heart. So we had the hard flip video shoot. So what's today? Today's Thursday. So we had that on Sunday, right? Sunday night, this local rock band super group called Hard Flip, right? It's more hardcore. It's really, really energetic, great music. And what we did is we're doing the field recordings, and the field recordings are like an NPR Tiny Desk style, or even if you look up Gems on VHS, or I've been told about Colors, these different things where they get musicians, mic them up nicely, and then record it and put it on YouTube, a sort of live session, MTV Unplugged style thing, right? So for the culture, we're doing that, but in the For the Culture way, we're taking it to the next level, the absolute next level, doing stuff that nobody's even thought of, right? And the very, very first iteration of our crazy field recordings is going to be the Hard Flip, right? So Hard Flip, it's this, as I said, it's the local hardcore band. It's a little bit more rock and roll, and we had this idea, like, I don't know, it's been like 2 months in the making, right? It's been a long time in the making, getting to this point where we had the necessary equipment, necessary ideas, we have the space and these things. And very luckily, Sunday we were able to pull it off. And let me tell you, this video shoot was absolutely insane. Insane, right? So what it is it's Hard Flip standing outside of our building, or standing outside of the Union House, doing their music. They're playing live. We got them mic'd up. We had like 5 microphones running. And during the actual performance, right? So they performed, I think, 4 or 5 songs. And during the actual performance, we invited out a bunch of skaters, right? So skaters in the foreground going across the shoot, right? Going across the frame with Hard Flip the band playing in the back, going nuts, right? And let me tell you, the footage is absolutely insane. People going over doing tricks and whatnot. Josh Yackey fucking going nuts on his guitar. It's beautiful, right? And it's beautiful in that, like, our idea came to fruition and these things. But it feels like a gift, like on more than a Paul Gonzales level, and more than like individually, but like what a gift it is to have all these people together. To give you an idea, there was like 12 people involved in that video shoot, the band, and then all the audio and this and the photo and all this stuff, right? Like how blessed can we possibly be to be able to do this, right? And whether it's from the creator or, maybe they call it luck, it's like when you prepare, maybe we prepared appropriately in a really special way. But no matter what way you cut it, it's hard not to be thankful for everything that's going on, right? So the Hard Flip video shoot went awesome. We came to the conclusion we need better equipment. I ordered it that night, get on eBay, we need better equipment. We are gonna have the best microphones in the game. I'm gonna just leave it at that, right? The audio that is gonna be coming out of the For the Culture field recordings, it might be better than Apple Music and Spotify. I don't know, we're gonna have to see, right? So we're working really, really hard in that regard. We've got the clothes, we've got more clothes coming. We are upping our manufacturing for the clothes, so we've been doing 1-color screen prints and our heat presses. But maybe we'll move in to 2 and 3 colors, and who knows, right? But that's more of Numbskull's domain. Shout out to Numbskull, right? The superstar. So tell him he's a superstar. That's what he is. The guy's a superstar. Shout out to Numbskull. Helping, doing it all with the clothes and design and all that kind of stuff, right? Numbskull, awesome guy. But For the Culture, it's going really sick. We have a lot of content built up at this point. We got a lot more planned, and I'm excited. I can't wait, soon enough. So to continue on from that, I have been continuing with my client work, and it is going absolutely phenomenal, right? So what I've been able to do very recently is technically I have my first person. It's not really an employee or anything like that, right? But it's the first time in my life that I have had so much work that I can't possibly do it. And I've had somebody, really a genius, right? My buddy Kellen, if you ever see this, I look up to you, buddy. Absolute genius. helping me out with some of these things that I've got going on. And that's also a really interesting feeling. You know, I've always thought about it, what will happen. And I remember I used to dream when I was younger, right? Maybe 4 years ago or so. I used to work so hard on being busy. That's like all I wanted, you know. I just wanted to say, I'm working on this, I'm doing this, I feel busy, I'm getting things done. But now I guess I've crossed into this point where I'm not trying to be busy, I just am busy. And I'm trying to like chill a little bit. You know, I want to go see Yellowstone or something. I want to go spend some time with my mom. I want to do these things. But goddamn, it's a busy life. Whole lot going on for the culture of these things. So the client work's been really awesome. My buddy Kellen has come onto the team. He's helping me in tremendous ways, right? And besides Kellen is more of a brainiac. He does a lot of basically anything I need, right? So besides Kellen, there's HME Productions. And I want to give a very special shout out to HME Productions for going absolutely, my boy Huff, for going absolutely so hard on the For the Culture stuff. What I really appreciate about HME is he's not going to accept even good. He's not going to accept even great. He wants the absolute best quality that we can possibly muster. And even then, we got to push it even farther. And that's also why I really respect and admire Huff, right? Is because most people don't have that in them. Most people just want to say, okay, it's good enough. You know, it's good enough. It's going to work. We do what we're trying to do. But Huff says, no, man, we got to take it further. What we wanted to do wasn't good enough. You know, how do we take it to the next level? And I'm just saying, if you can have people like that around you, please, for the love of God, do it. Too many people are okay with just average, with being adequate. But no, Paul Gonzales, Huff, the whole For the Culture team, we want to be the best to ever do it. And that's our goal, that's our focus. To go a little bit farther on that, I've been working with Capos. Our numbers are incredible. We just broke 100K searches per month. All this wonderful stuff is going on. And part of being busy, I can't really make as much content. You know, I've got so much going on. The way I used to work with businesses is I would make the content. I would basically do everything. But, you know, for the first time, I'm stepping back from that role. We brought in HME Huff. Shout out to Nico. Nico, if you ever see this, very, 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 very wise bringing Huff in with us. This man is a killer. So we had a photo shoot yesterday. We went to Capos, and I took Huff with me, and FTC intern / Huff assistant / all around great guy Patricio. We go up to Capos, and we had really an awesome shoot. We were there for about 2 hours. They hooked us up with some awesome food, tons of Shirley Temples. We got the kitchen, we got, you know, the bartender, we got the sliding door, we got interior, exterior shots, really all of the shots that I need for my marketing, right? So having Huff on the team and having him there, like I don't have to tell him to do nothing. We go in, I told him, we need about 20 something shots, you know. I would like 10 to 14 of food, detail, full plates, those sorts of things. We need one of the bartender, we need one of the sliding door. Other than that, you know, whatever you get, I'm gonna use. And let me tell you, I didn't even have to talk to him. The guy went crazy for an hour and a half, got every single shot we needed, plus video, everything that I could have possibly asked for. Huff got, right? And I appreciate that, dude. Like it's rare to find somebody that's like so fucking good at what they do. It's inspirational, you know? It makes me realize I gotta go a little bit harder in what I do to keep up with how hard all these other guys are going, right? So that's been incredibly exciting. That has been really, really exciting. Got For the Culture, the client stuff, and then Paul Gonzales, right? And this is growing a little bit long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to get the info out there. I have been going pretty hard in the body department. You know, I've been dieting like crazy. My chest is healing back up. So I'm doing my push-ups, I'm doing my sit-ups, I'm doing body weight stuff. I'm running around the neighborhood with Frank Wumbo. I am dieting like crazy and starting to get pretty ripped. You know, last night I noticed, I don't know if you could see them, probably not, but I noticed some veins on my ribs. And let me tell you, like being previously fat and not even having, you know, veins on my hands, you know, non-perceptible veins, and then now I'm just getting vascular as shit everywhere. It feels really good. It feels really good. It's like after, you know, how long I've been on the journey, maybe 3.5, 4 years, I'm finally getting to a place that is like, I'm not only happy with, but I'm impressed with. You know, I saw it as a reality, and I saw it in my head, what was possible, like pushing my body to the next limits and these things. But I guess it's just a blessing, you know, just like the For the Culture stuff. I knew it was possible. Everybody knows it's possible. But like, how blessed am I to be here? You know, I'm doing good. I'm taking care of it. So that's pretty awesome. I've been reading an absolute ton of books, right? Very recently, 1984 by George Orwell. I'm almost done with it. And let me tell you, that is a book sent from fucking heaven or something, man. That guy knows what's going on. He knows what's going on in the next 50 years. And his understanding, especially about the immutability of history, it changes the entire game. You know what I'm saying? He sees a reality that didn't exist then. I think he wrote it in the 40s. So he sees a reality that wouldn't exist for 100 or so years, and he hit it spot on, absolutely perfectly. And you got to think, how did he do it, right? How the hell did George Orwell do it? I think he might have been some sort of medium, or maybe he saw the future or something. Who knows, right? But he was spot on, absolutely spot on. And I guess just something I've thought about is like, there's always the debate, which one was more right? Was it Huxley in Brave New World, or was it Orwell in 1984? Right? Which one had the better finger on the heartbeat of humanity? Right? And this is what I think. Right? So Huxley, Brave New World, he got it spot on in a 50 to about 80 year time period, right? So that means the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, where we're at right now, the entire idea of Soma, and maybe like less the caste system. The caste system is going to be a lot further in the future, but the Soma and this general population control that Aldous Huxley was talking about in Brave New World, it's here, baby. You know, we talk about the dopamine. That's Soma. But what's really special about George Orwell is it's a lot more esoteric. You know what I'm saying? He's less like, boom, Soma, this is it. Keep him happy. He predicts the future. And he tells you exactly what it's going to look like. And if you pay much attention to a lot of the stuff that's going on with tech, and you know, I don't want to go too far, but like, you know, tech and maybe some people not allowed on tech and these sorts of things, it gives you this feeling of the thought police, and it gives you this feeling of being vaporized, right? And it gives you this feeling of changing history, right? And maybe not even changing history, but selectively using history in a way that changes the present, alters the present, and in turn alters the future, right? So that's been a really interesting thing. I feel slightly like George Orwell wrote the book directly for me, you know. Every single sentence is kind of tearing me up. But it's an awesome book. You know, if you have the chance and you haven't read it, it's super easy. It's only 300 pages or so. Awesome story. Way better than I thought it was going to be. Way better than I thought that shit was going to be. Way better. Hair's getting long. I have to get that haircut. I'm going for an American Psycho look. The Christian Bale, nice and swooped back. That's what my hair is going to look like. I'm maybe about a month off, and I'm pretty excited for that. Lots of coconut oil been going in my hair. Shout out to Real Soul Bra on Twitter, right? Lots of great information about the coconut oil. Take the coconut oil pill. But other than that, you know, what's going on? Happy to be alive, you know. Very, very happy to be alive. I am working hard. I hope to take a trip for the end of the summer. Who knows where I'll go? Really, who the hell knows where I'll go? I don't even care. I kind of want to see Yellowstone. Hear great things about Yellowstone. But I guess on that, it has been your man, Paul Gonzales, in the trenches, for the culture, muscle and memory. All these things are going on. But we're going to have to keep on keeping on, right? I love you folks. Enjoy your day. Be productive. Cut out the bullshit. Peace.